Hey everyone, welcome back. Today I wanted to get some of my spring cleaning done, and by spring cleaning I mean deep cleaning our carpets for the first time in like 3 years. So they're pretty bad. So recently we helped pet sit for a new puppy and they weren't quite housebroken, and we kept finding out repeatedly. They reminded us on a regular basis that they were not housebroken yet. So yeah, we have some work to do. We definitely have our work cut out for us. The whole house needs this really badly. So maybe today, if you're down for some transformation of carpets, I've got a couple of tips and tricks and reasons why I got this one, which is the Bissel Paw, whatever it's called, Paw something. Pawsitively clean, I think that's what it's called. I got the Bissel one, and there are reasons why, and I will communicate those reasons throughout this video, so stay tuned. And also, if you're wanting to get some general motivation for your spring cleaning, I know I've been putting mine off, and I don't always do spring cleaning. Sometimes I just do regular cleaning, and that's why it's gotten so bad. So I'll be working on that today. Join me if you want to check some things off your list, or if you are just wanting some company for the day as you complete any tasks that you have on your to-do list. First, for before, this is our den downstairs. This is the only room downstairs that we have carpet in. So this one's gotten pretty bad because this is the room that I would say we sit and watch TV in and probably spend the most time. The second most spent in room is the game room, and that one's also really bad. So those are the two major rooms I wanted to tackle, along with the stairs, because those just get used a lot and are really just black. they have a lot of black spots. Plus also the puppy that we were talking about earlier, we kind of had her only go in the den and a little bit in the game room, and of course she went up the stairs to get into the game room. So those were the major spots that she was in, and that is why those spots really need some help, is because she would have little accidents here and there, and we tried to clean them up as we went along, but sometimes we didn't discover them, and which is kind of gross thinking about it, but it's just the truth. So first I'm vacuuming everything just with my vacuum cleaner, and you can see the indentations where we had a chair there, and you can see that we were never really able to get that spot up, even though, and I think she made like lots of little messes like that around. And some of this is also our dogs, like it's not just the puppy, but some of the smaller little dots of things, and then yeah, that's the puppy. But yeah, we got a lot of spots on our carpet. So I'm going to go in with a stain remover and just kind of spray these spots down first, just to let it sit a little bit and maybe help start working on those stains before I start using the carpet cleaner on it. I'm really hoping we can get this carpet looking a lot better. I'm just using a stain remover I had on hand. It's this laundry stain remover. I'm interested to see if this large spot comes out clean in the end, because I haven't been able to touch it. I have a smaller cleaner that I use that it has a small brush on it, but I haven't been able to get this one up, so we'll see if the big one does something different. When we first moved into our house, I went through and of course, vacuumed and cleaned all of the carpets myself, and I think I got the Rug Doctor, and I got that from Dollar General because that was the one place that it said online that they had the Rug Doctor. So I went and got that, and I used that on all of these, and it did pretty well. But then I was doing more research, and I found out that the Bissel is actually, seems like it's a lot better in a lot of the tests and things. And I actually saw a really useful YouTube video that did a review of the Bissel and the Rug Doctor to try to compare the two, and I'll link that in my description box because it was really helpful in making the decision which one I was going to get. Now I also saw you can actually use about 1/4 of a cup of your laundry detergent to a gallon of water, and I'm using hot water of course, and you can make your own Rug Doctor formula or rug formula. This worked fine, like this worked great, and the house smelled really good too, and it still does. It smells really fresh and clean, so I'd highly recommend using this hack. Back to the reasons why I decided to use the Bissel. Now the Bissel Pro, or this Bissel Pet, I keep forgetting the name, it's Pet something, but anyway, the reason why this one I felt like was a lot better was because it will work going forward and backwards, which the Rug Doctor, you have to rock it back, and it only works going forwards. It only does things going forwards. Plus, the Rug Doctor only has some kind of like a little brush that will kind of comb your carpet, but the Bissel Pro, or this Bissel one, actually has a rotating brush, so it's really like getting into the grooves of your carpet, getting a lot deeper clean. And I actually feel like it did take up a lot more than the Rug Doctor did back when I used it, even though our carpets were a lot cleaner when we were moving in, because the house had just kind of been sitting on the market for a little bit. So I mostly had to deal with like a little bit of dust. The one thing I kept finding with this one though is that I kept having little pieces of hair, like the dog hair would get caught up in it and it would fall out. And I learned afterwards, had I known this before, I would have done something better about it. But you have to like pull the machine up, and underneath it, it has like a little roller that's gonna catch like a ton of hair. So every once in a while, you're gonna want to clean that out. Well, I thought everything was falling out every once in a while onto the floor, when that really wasn't the case. It was just the overflow was falling out onto the floor. So next time I'll know better how to clean this machine and keep it working well, so that I don't have to keep picking up all of this lint and stuff off the floor. But this was working so well. You can kind of see the line between clean and not so clean. Now I will say, even though I liked this one better than the Rug Doctor, I would still say that these machines are very unwieldy. Like, they're really heavy. I don't know if there's a lighter one that does as well as these do, but if there is, I'd be interested in maybe saving up and investing in one, because I know our rugs every year really need it, and sometimes I don't get around to it, and I kind of dread it a little bit because it's heavy and unwieldy, and it's like an all-day thing, it feels like. So if you have any tips or tricks or ways to help break this down so that it's not an all-day thing, I would be very interested in that, and finding out if you have a favorite Rug Doctor or rug carpet cleaner type of thing, and let me know in the comments if you have one that you really enjoy using, or that is lighter, and that you can not have to be a weightlifter to carry around. Another thing I wanted to find out from you all is, do you guys have some kind of a checklist for your spring cleaning? I keep seeing like a lot of people talking about, oh, I'm spring cleaning and I'm doing this or that, but I'm just curious, is there like an official list somewhere? Because sometimes I'm walking around my house and I'm like, I really need to clean that, and I'm like, man, I wish somebody just wrote up a list with like a very detailed list of everything that needed cleaning around the house, because sometimes I will watch videos and they'll clean something, I'll be like, man, I haven't cleaned that, or I haven't cleaned that in a long time, maybe ever. So I'm just curious, is there like a book, a spring cleaning book that has like, oh, here, walk through day 1, clean this, day 2, or is there like, what kind of schedule do you all follow for spring cleaning, or do you just clean whatever comes to mind? And you know, let me know, because I could use some help.
Getting out of this one.
And now for the shot everyone's been waiting for, the toilet shot. Why do people like this? I don't know. It's just satisfying, I guess. It's kind of gross, but actually it's really gross, but I guess it's satisfying that is no longer on our carpets, that instead it's down the drain in the toilet somewhere, going off somewhere. Now I'm cleaning our stairs. I didn't video the whole thing cleaning the stairs because kind of lugging up a camera and or phone or anything and trying to figure out how to juggle that while cleaning the carpets is kind of difficult. So I did a few of the stairs and videoed that part, but I just wanted to show you also the back of the stair, like that side. It's so strange, but that part gets really black. I guess people kick the stairs as they're going up and it rubs off on that. That's the only thing I can think of. Or maybe when they're coming down, they're rubbing their heel on the edge of the stair. I'm not sure how it gets so black there, but it does. Now onto our game room, which my husband was so kind. He cleared out everything, the table, the chairs, everything out of here so that I would have a clear space and be able to really vacuum and get in deep cleaned in. And I mean, originally my plan was just to shove everything to one side of the room and then shove it to the other side of the room. So I'm really grateful that he came up and kind of surprised me by taking everything out. And you can see we use this room a lot. We have a lot of people over almost every weekend, so it ends up being really dirty. Plus we have, we eat food in here, we have drinks, things spill, all of that, and our pets like to hang out while we're playing games, so there's lots of pet hair and other things in here that need cleaning up. So first I'm going to take that vacuum cleaner over everything and just try to get all the hair up, or as much as I can. The shampooer seems to be getting up a lot more hair than my vacuum cleaner is currently getting, even though I feel like my vacuum cleaner is doing a decent job. But I think that hair is just so stuck far down into the carpets that it's just not able to pull everything out just with that vacuum cleaner. Can you all believe how much pets shed lately? I think it's because it's, they're shedding their winter coat, but still, wow. I just vacuumed last week. So this is just a week's time and it's looking like that. Now we're gonna start doing the shampooing of the carpets, and I really am interested to see if we can get up that one spot at the edge of the room there. That's where the end of the table is, and that's where my husband sits a lot, and since he loves playing games, he spends even more time in here than I do, and that's why that spot is black. Now we went and rented this one from PetSmart, and I thought it was funny because after I finished getting the vacuum and everything, the lady's like, okay, have fun. And I was thinking, I don't really feel like this is fun, but thanks for the sentiment. How many of you feel like this is fun? I mean, the end results are fun. When you're finished and it looks great and it smells great and everything's back in its place, yeah, that part's fun. But man, the process, whew, it's a workout. I didn't feel like I needed to go to the gym after today. Now, I know you're supposed to do it all in one straight line, you know, but I really wanted to work on this one stain, like this one spot, really try to get it as deep cleaned as possible from as many angles as possible and see if I could get that black up, which it was getting lighter and lighter as I was going along, so I was encouraged with that.
You left me in the face when I said you could replace all of the things that you're so through with. You're afraid to feel your feelings when the night turns into day, but sometimes they're the realest things to ever.
The end is in sight, y'all. This is the end of this room almost, and I'm feeling exhausted. Honestly, I'm feeling exhausted at this point. Like, it was a lot of work. Like, yeah, spring cleaning. I'm glad it only happens in spring. No. I did do our upstairs hallway, which I didn't video, and I didn't end up doing our bedroom. I'm gonna have to do that another time, or just hand vacuum it with that small thing. Honestly, there's not a lot of space in our bedroom that needs vacuuming, so it will be a faster room to do than, say, this large room. This is one of our largest rooms. The downstairs den is the second largest room. So, I mean, these two rooms are definitely the biggest, and definitely the ones that needed it the most. But I can't wait for the grand reveal at the end, because I feel like it looks so much better afterwards.
You're afraid to feel your feelings when the night turns into day, but sometimes they're the realest things to ever come.
Now for the grand reveal. Ta-da! It looks so beautiful. Look at that. I got a lot of the spots out. There were a few that were really stubborn and didn't really want to come out, so maybe that'll be a future time when I actually do it, because I next time will not put it off for 3 years. And you can see our living room. We did put all the furniture back, so you can kind of see why some of the spots were in the locations they were. Like that big black spot was at the bottom of the chair where my husband sets his feet, or when he's sitting in that chair. And look at this house. It looks so much better. There's plenty of other things that need to be done spring cleaning wise, but I feel really pleased with the end result of this, and every time I walk into this room now, I'm just amazed by how beautiful it looks. Thanks for joining me, guys. I'll see you in the next one.